Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Hope you all have had a great day. We're back with another recap, and sadly it's a red day recap. We are down 41.24 before commissions, so probably about 45 after commissions, so a really bad day from us. Today though, it just was a bad day in sort of every single way possible. I just wasn't really thinking straight. I wasn't really concentrating. I don't think I had the greatest preparation beforehand, and it showed when I took two trades that basically I just didn't have a plan for. I think I just jumped in, maybe FOMO, emotional, whatever you may call it. There was just no real plan to it. So we're going to talk about today, and we'll talk about the trades as always. And I think the main thing come from today is. You just got to be in the right frame, the right mind to be trading. Like yesterday and even the other days, even the days where I've had a big red day, I was actually still in the frame of mind of trading. I just made mistakes. Today just wasn't actually one of them days. Yes, I made mistakes, but I just wasn't thinking clearly. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't, I wasn't in my best shape for even trading. So definitely one thing we could take into consideration. Even now I'm feeling quite tired, and I was tired before the day started because the market opens here at about 1:30 p.m, which is a great time to open, don't get me wrong, but I was feeling a bit tired today, so I definitely should have maybe got some fresh air, gone for a walk, maybe a bit of exercise or something beforehand. Definitely paid the price for today. But let's get into the video. So we was looking at a few stocks pre-market. One was CORB. I'm not going to talk too much about them, but one was CORB, which you see here was gapping up nicely, and this was the theme for the open. So it gapped up, it sort of it pulled back sharply. It started to reverse and get back to highs, and then what happens at the open? It just dumped off. Just literally that was it. And basically that's all she wrote for CORB, and that was gapping up quite a decent amount. The other one I was keeping an eye on was ALT, and you'll see it's just the same theme. Gapping up lovely, started to sell off, it started to pull back, which is what we wanted. You see it's a bit swingy, so this up down swinging move. It started to get back to higher day, and we're thinking this is great. Then what happens just before the open? It starts to sell off, and then at the open, once again, it just plummets down. So that was kind of the theme from the day. And one thing I'm noticing with my personal trading is my best days is when my green trades is when I'm following a stock pre-market. I have a plan in place that I know how I'm going to trade it, and then I execute that plan as best as I can at the open or within the first maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes. And the stocks I'm not doing as well on are the ones that actually come up on my scanners drew in, and that's what happened today again. Once again, this was my fault. Obviously, it's always only have yourself to blame. But we placed two trades today. VXRT wasn't gapping up, but it come up onto the scanners, and you see here it started to make this really good move on the open from $2.10. And it just, next you see this candle here was 280, next candle was 310, next candle was 370, makes a high of $4, so almost basically a $2 move within a short space of time. So we're just looking for an entry here, and my entries are just absolutely poor. There's no real reason. I'm buying high, I'm selling low. Like, it's completely the opposite. So what my thinking was on this one, and I think I've done the same mistake twice. Really stupid. So this is probably one of the worst candles you can get. This is a doji candle. It shows you just this piling pressure down from sellers. So we know we're going to get, this is now the stop for sellers around 450. So we know sellers are going to just keep piling in, trying to keep this down as low as possible. So this isn't the candle we look for. We look for these nice big green candles, solid bodies, and then we look for the red washout down to some sort of support area. Maybe it's a whole dollar, half dollar, ideally the VWAP. But we got none of that day. We got this really bad candle. We do get a flush out from, so this even went all the way down from 450 all the way down to about the 360 area. That's 360 there. Yes, about 355. If you were going to enter this, you could have entered it here around the 355 area, 360, sell for 350, and then that would be your worst case scenario, and then you obviously sell for the pop back up to $4. Once I see this start to squeeze back up to $4, because this isn't an obvious washout. It's not like this thick red candles that we like to see, and definitely after this candle, I jump in pretty much for the $4. So you see here, my first one, I get in at 394, and it gets to a high of, and it was very quick, it gets to a high of $4, and then it flushed down, and I just basically panic sell. That's basically it. I had an issue with my hotkeys. I don't think it was the hotkeys though from the site. I think it was actually me. I think I've changed how I do my hotkeys now, so I basically just press one button, so I'm in and out really quick, and I believe I was actually pressing the wrong button, so I've definitely got to sort that out. And I think in the heat in the moment when you're down and you're trying to press the buttons, yeah, it was just all stupid today, basically. But as you see here, bought high, got fade out, sold low. Don't mind where I was selling, because basically the low of the previous candle was there, even though the low of this candle was here. Really bad, really bad though. And then same thing basically happened on the next candle. We get here, we got the tap of $4. This is the new candle to make a new high. So I was thinking about getting in at $4 for the break up to 450, but I actually wanted to wait for $4 to break first, and that's what I did. I waited for it to break. Sadly, it got a bad fill at 407. Pretty much, it got to a high of 410, and it flushed down on me, and I sold quickly. So just really unhappy. I mean, this first trade is really bad, and this second trade isn't as bad, because I wanted to wait for I didn't want to get in at $4 just in case it held that resistance. I wanted to wait for confirmation. I just got a bad feel, and it didn't go. So I'm not overly fussed about the second trade, because this could have easily broke. This is the new 1 minute candle making a new high, so it's shown a good trend. It's shown a bullish trend. So this could have easily broke that 410 area and then made a move up to 420, 30, even back up to high day 450. It's always difficult when you've got this big doji candle though, especially at the sort of at the $half area. But so this first trade really bad. The second trade is kind of whatever. But these aren't in my data and everything I've been doing, and you'll see these aren't my go-to setups. These breaking the high of day or first minute candles make a new high. There you've got to be very quick. Sometimes you end up buying at the top, and I'm not sure where to sell when it drops or where to hold it. So that's why I don't really like these for now. Definitely got more improving, and it's not my go-to strategy. So why would I trade it today? No idea. And basically after that I was done. 2 trades, down $40, down too much, just not feeling it, really out of sync, really not got a good thinking process on, so I just stopped. And yeah, it kept making new highs, which was good to see. This I mean, would have had to been really patient. I think the first entry maybe here, I'm not 100% sure. The second entry I would have gotten would have been here. You see, we get these nice thick green candles. We get the washout down. We buy at the maybe at the support of the EMA here. So that would be our stop. But we get the nice little washout down from what's that, almost 480, 480 down to just beneath 440. So 40-cent drop, which is nice. So that's where we could have sold for a quick pop. But yeah, it wasn't an obvious, and it wasn't a clean one. Today should have been really a pretty much a no trade recap, maybe a 1 trade or so recap for me. And I didn't keep an eye on any other stocks after that. So they're the 2 stocks I was looking at pre-market, CORB and ALT. They both were huge disappointments. And then I made 2 really bad trades on, well, 1 really bad trade, 1 sort of okay-ish trade. It just didn't work out today. But yeah, definitely my mental, like you said, my concentration, my thought process was just really bad today. So I'm going to rest up, be back at it tomorrow. And as always, it's really important to obviously get the strategy, learn, keep improving. And that's what we're doing. I learned more lessons today as well, sticking to my plan, sticking to my strategy, and actually even making sure when I'm about to trade that I'm really up for it, I'm really focused, I'm really alert. And that's one thing that I haven't really experienced yet until today. So it's another lesson learned. So you learn these lessons as well. And I hope you enjoy all the videos, whether they're good or bad days. So that's it for today's recap. And as always, thank you to everyone who's subscribing. And I will see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.